Live from the Rasta room, it's Friday night. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Looks like I'm about 4 minutes late, and I apologize for that. Sometimes it takes a second getting things started. But just sharing the link on Facebook here to all my friends who might want to join. We got some fun stuff to talk about today. And I'm drinking. As always, today I've got pineapple Bacardi and Hawaiian Punch. Notice every week it's something fruity, it's some tropical drink, but it's always something different, don't it seem? I like to mix it up, I guess. So, hope everybody's doing well. Tony Sue Washer's here. Hey, Matt, she says. Hey, Tony, hope you are well. Hope you had a good week, and I hope you are looking forward to an awesome weekend. Looks like I've got a few viewers, but she's the only comment I've seen so far. But welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing great. I'm exhausted. It's been a long week, busy work, same old, boring stuff. And we've also been doing a lot around the house. We're switching the girls' rooms. My two youngest had a room downstairs, and my oldest had a room upstairs by herself. When we first moved in 4 years ago or so, we wanted to keep the little ones down here so they wouldn't have to climb up and down the stairs all the time. We don't have a carpet on the steps. I just didn't want them getting hurt going up and down. But they're old enough now, and they're always up there anyway, that we're going to switch the rooms because the upstairs room is bigger, and they can share it, and it's a lot easier than downstairs. Keith is here. Welcome, Keith. Hey, buddy. I'm going to go ahead. Keith just reminded me, just by showing up, he reminded me that I need to share the link. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it into the, make sure I got that, yeah, into the chat box over here. So if you guys want to come into the chat where I see you and you see me and you're in the thing, feel free to do so. You can talk with us, and all you got to do is click on that link. Tony says, I finally caught the live stream. I'm doing well and glad you are. That's awesome, Tony. It's been a busy week, but I feel good. I always feel good on Fridays because it's like the week is over, all that work. It's a little darker in here. I didn't get all the lights set up. I got my sunglasses on because I'm right by a window, so at least that's something. But you guys might notice it looks a little different today. It's because I've got some lights turned out in here, some of the bigger ones I don't have on right now. I'm noticing it keeps trying to focus on me. I may have to go turn that on. Matter of fact, let's do that now. Get that out of the way. You guys have to excuse me for just a second while I flip a light on here. At least one of them. Just so the camera doesn't have a hard time. It looks good. It looks decently bright. It's not too dark on the screen, but it's having trouble focusing on me, which is usually a low light problem. Hopefully that helps. But Tony says my granddaughter is switching rooms as well. Big job. It is a big job. 3 girls, 2 of them going upstairs, and 1 of them coming down, and they just have a lot of stuff. We're throwing away a lot of stuff, actually, just a lot of accumulated trash, pretty much, old toys and stuff that they don't need. Which is kind of sad. They're outgrowing a lot of their toys. Luckily, my 2 youngest, even though they're like 10, they are still into baby dolls and things. So they still are very, very much innocent little girls. But they really have outgrown a lot of their toys that are for the younger kids that they just don't play with anymore. So it's sad to watch some of those toys go. Hey, there's Keith. How are you, buddy?
All right to you, Matt? Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly. Sounds great.
Oh, good. That's the main thing because I'm using the iPad. The computer's not out tonight. Okay.
Well, actually, the audio quality when I'm hearing you sounds better than ever.
Oh, good. That's the main thing then.
Yeah.
Because last time I went on with my iPad, it was too low. I don't know why.
Huh. Fishy Comics is checking in. Hey, good to see you, Fish. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Happy Friday. Yeah, hope you have a good weekend.
Hello, Fish. Sorry, I can't see any of the comments on my iPad. That's the only thing about when you join Hangouts on the iPad, isn't it?
I'll try to keep us up to date on stuff. as much as I can. Sometimes we get into a deep conversation and they start scrolling fast, and I just start missing them. So hopefully I can keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'll take those off. I think the wife's asleep.
Fish says, like day one.
Is it? Yeah, yeah. It's been a while since he's been on, isn't it, Fish?
Yeah.
I've been watching his videos, his 360 videos.
Yeah, he's done some cool stuff with that.
Yeah, he put one in the, did one in his new car, the Honda. Looked nice.
Yeah.
So,
he says, do not tell Keith he won the $1 million.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So, yeah, I enjoyed the video of the party as well. That was very interesting. It looked like a lot of fun that you had all the family.
Yeah, we did have a lot of fun. I wanted to talk about that a little bit tonight because there was some stuff I didn't film that a lot of people don't know about at all. I know all my friends and family on Facebook and stuff know. Yeah, if for anybody that doesn't know, what Keith is talking about is my latest video, which is the Luau. It's called Luau 2017. It's an annual party that my mom throws in her backyard. If you guys watched last Friday Night Live, we were setting it up on Friday night because the party was Saturday night. So we did it live from her backyard. Tony Sue Washer says, my granddaughter is 13 and is getting rid of so much. She has a huge collection of Monster High dolls and is getting rid of them. Yeah, my kids too. They loved Monster High when they were younger, and now they don't. Even their clothes that say Monster High, they don't. I mean, a lot of them they've outgrown anyway. Hey, look, there's Luke. Lucas Thornton. What's up, buddy?
How are you guys doing?
Fantastic. Ready for a weekend.
Lucas.
I got notified that your live stream was on, so I had to make a quick little how you doing.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, dude. Love them shades. Still looking amazing as always.
Yeah. These I like the green ones I have a little better. They fit me a little better, a little more comfortable. But look, there's Noble on the live stream, y'all. Cuteness overload. Get ready.
We just hanging out.
That little guy is adorable.
Oh, he's just hanging out, jumping on the bed.
Well, he's got your huge personality.
Yeah, he's not like his mother. He may look like her, but he's sure not like her.
Hey, I think they broke the mold when they made him, though. He's one of a kind, ain't he?
I think they did too. Jumping. Okay. Oh wow. Hey, dude, does this?
Hold on. TJ's Woodworking Shop is in the house. So hey, I wanted to say hi to TJ. Thanks for coming in here. And they said, "What's up, my friends?" Tony Sue says, "Haven't watched the Luau yet, but will. I enjoyed the cruise videos." Oh, and then there's Shay Lee who says, "Sounds fun." Sorry, they're coming in now.
Bring them on, baby.
And TJ says, "Hey, Eagle VP. Hey, my friend."
Now, and, TJ.
Shay Lee says, "Matt's rocking that haircut." Thanks.
So are you busy nowadays then, Lucas? Are you got many weddings on? Because I haven't seen many Facebook posts. Because I think
I quit Facebook for a little while, and I'm still off of it, but I actually turned it back on just to be able to be an administrator over my my business page and stuff. But I'm probably going to be making a few posts here and there. I just haven't really had anything on my mind, to be honest. Probably going to do put a video up really soon of a wedding we did. But dude, I don't know if I think I told Matt this. Dude, I totally almost crashed the drone, man. It got really scary.
And how are you getting on, Matt, with your new Mavic drone?
What is it? What about the Mavic?
Yeah, I said, how are you getting on with it?
It's coming along, man, but I'm still working out some kinks with that thing. I love it, I really do, but the app is terrible. I'm using a Galaxy, and I think that's the biggest problem. I was talking to Tony Lee Glenn today, and Lazaro Abelos, and they were both telling me their iPhones work fantastic with it, and I use a Galaxy, an Android, and I think that's from Laz was saying it seems like online there's a lot of people with the Galaxy S7s and S8s that are the same problem. I still have not got a single flight without the app totally crashing on me, which is scary. I mean, with the Mavic, the controller still has full control over it, but if you lose line of sight, it gets a little scary.
Yeah. Oh. So what happened with yours then, Lucas?
I was totally trying to fly at a wedding, and we had a fireworks to go off as a surprise. I mean, like, dude, I don't know how to say this, but it was the scariest almost miss video I've ever had in my life. Recently, did the update, the Phantom 4 update, and it was the new whatever it was, and I did it, but I didn't test the thing until I got to the wedding, and I had a 5-minute interval as to when to play before the fireworks went off and stuff, and I had to follow the bride and groom out of the barn with sparklers going. They only had one set of sparklers, and I had only one chance to get this right. I got it up in the air, and the app totally, Matt, I'm here with you, man. Totally screwed up and locked up, and the gimbal became as limp as a dish rag. It just fell down and started shaking like this right here. I don't know what it was. I was like, oh my God. I turned it around and somehow got it back, and it was locked in sport mode, right? And I nearly took out a kid's eye with it. It was so bad. But I landed it real fast, put it down, recycled it in a matter of a minute or so, started it back up, got it in the air, and got the freaking shot. Cannot believe it, but I did.
That's awesome. So what kind of phone are you using?
Man, I'm using the what is it called? The Samsung S8 Plus.
Yeah. See, I have the Samsung S7, and that's what they're saying. All the app problems are with all the Android stuff. Apparently, I have an iPad Mini 4 that I'm going to try it with. Yeah, it should work with my
get it,
my Mavic.
Yeah, dude, get it. Definitely get it. Try it out. I got a Mac computer about 2 days ago, an iMac, the 27-inch, and I'm telling you, I thought I would never say this, but it's a little better.
Mr. Mischief here now saying trying to watch, but it won't load. Sorry, man. Looks like it's working for everybody else. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe you got a bad connection. Tony Sue says, Matt, you wouldn't believe how many people I just sent your tribute to Chester Bennington. I don't know if they commented, but everyone thought it was awesome. Wow, that's so awesome. Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate that support. Sharing stuff, videos and things is a big deal. It's hard to get somebody to want to share your stuff, and so when it happens and it reaches a lot more people, that's I don't know, it just means a lot to me. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You know, the community, when they share your videos, you really appreciate that, don't you?
Right. I mean, it's one thing to like somebody enough to subscribe and watch their content. I mean, that's how much more can you ask for? But when somebody goes out of the way to show it to all their friends and stuff like that, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
We lost you for a second, Luke.
It's crazy. I keep getting this idiot trying to call me from one of those, hey, your credit card can be lower interest rate. And I'm like, buzz off, people. Stop calling me. I don't even have a credit card. Wow. I can't stand that stuff, dude. I just keep ignoring it.
Yeah. So what I wanted to tell you guys about, though, did you watch the luau video? Lucas? Did you see that yet? I just posted a video, Lucas, from the luau. Did you see that? No?
Man, I can't hear you.
You got muffled, a little bit muffled too.
This thing. Let me back. Let me get back into it.
But so anyway, well, there was a tragic ending to the luau party.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, my mom, and hopefully if she may be watching right now, I'm not sure. And Mom, if you're watching, I love you. She we got it got to the point where it's finally getting dark out, and we do the sky lanterns, and we light those up. And she was actually passing out the sky lantern, getting them out and bringing them out to everybody to start getting them ready to light up. And she was coming off the deck. There's a couple steps, and she slipped and fell and broke her leg. So she was on the ground for a while in a lot of pain. She actually broke a few bones. I think 2 bones in her foot and a bone in her leg, and sprang her knee on her other leg. So my mom was just in serious pain on the ground, and she's a tough woman, and is very proud and doesn't want, you know, all the attention of everybody trying to help her. You know, she's not that type at all and doesn't want all that attention. So it was probably rough for her because they ended up we couldn't get her up. We got her into a chair and got it elevated, got ice on it because it was starting to swell, and we got to the point we had to call an ambulance to come and get her and take her to the hospital. Luckily, she's home. She doesn't have to have surgery. They thought she was going to have surgery. She's just in a boot, and they said it was a lucky break. It should heal on its own, so she's going to be okay. But it was pretty rough because she hosted the party. You know, it's we all kind of just take orders from her. Even as the party's going, she has a plan on when everything, all the games is going to happen and all that stuff. And like I said, we hadn't even lit the sky lanterns yet. We were getting ready to do that, and she wanted us to keep going. Everybody wanted to leave. Everybody wanted to be like, "This is your party and you're hurt. Let's just, you know, we'll be out of here and leave you alone." And she's like, "No, no, no. I want everybody to keep having fun. Ignore me." She was going to sit on the ground. She wanted us to leave her in the grass on the ground and to keep partying.
Oh man, sounds like an awesome person.
Yeah,
she is, man. She really is. I love her.
How old is she, Matt? Your man?
In her 50s.
In her 50s.
Yeah, but she has a history of hurting her. You know, she hurt her knee real bad before and had to be in a boot for a while and was out of commission. She's kind of got some fragile bones, I think, and she's getting to the point where she wants to do all the hard work, but it's a lot on her body, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Rusty Faith is here. Says thumbs up. Thank you so much, Rusty. Really appreciate you checking in with us. Hey, Rhea, how you been?
Good.
Come to say hi. Lucas just had his little boy in there, and he's the cutest little guy.
Yeah, he is noble. He's definitely.
His name is Noble.
He's the patriarch.
Yeah,
Or I don't even know what's.
he seems like he runs that household.
Man, he does, dude. I could go to sleep in like 5 seconds right now.
Dude.
I mean, I never thought I would ever be like this, but I'm a 33-year-old man with a 2-year-old toddler. It's insane. I mean, like that never was going to happen, but here we are. How you doing?
Yeah, most people it either happens in their 20s or so, or it ain't gonna happen at all, huh?
Yeah, it happens. Dude, I can't keep up with him, dude. For real, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but we do it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
Hey, do you drink lots of coffee?
Huh?
Do you drink lots of coffee?
Not at all.
I'm getting you confused sometimes with the things I tell you and also Michael Kincaid.
Michael Kincaid.
He's a hoot, dude. I've actually went to his house before and like bought something from him. He just left it on the front steps of his house.
Really?
He lives in Chattanooga.
Hang out with him or nothing?
No. I was going to a train. It's a weird thing. It's like a train Polar Express thing for Noble in December. And
Yeah.
I actually went. Yeah, and he put something on the front steps. I just left him like $100 in one of his vehicles. He didn't know me from anybody. I don't know, he just trusted me, and it was cool, you know. And
Wow.
It's been great.
Yeah.
So this is before you got to know him and stuff, because I know once you get to know him, the dude is a very good guy, trusting guy. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you know that happened if you had known him a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'd love to go hang with him sometime. He seems like a good guy. He likes to party too. I know he doesn't do a lot of it in his videos, but if you follow Michael Kincaid on Snapchat, the dude parties.
He
does, dude. What? I love that sexy beard he has.
Yeah.
Nobody has a beard like the Kincaid.
He actually commented on my luau video. Luau party video, and he doesn't comment a lot on my stuff. He'll watch it and he'll let me know. We talk and stuff, but I know he watches my stuff, but he doesn't always leave a comment on YouTube. But he did this time. It was like, I love how you guys party.
Everybody likes to party. We need to all get together and have a big party, like meet like Midways or something and do it.
Awesome.
Dude, hey, I was noticing that son of a gun has like 7,000 or 8,000 followers on YouTube.
Oh, I'm not surprised. When he got the Mavic when it first came out, and he started doing a lot of how-tos and reviews and trying different things, and his stuff shot up. He was already doing pretty good then, but his stuff shot up. Like every video was getting 10, 20, 30,000 views easy the first couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
He's very talented, and he stays with it too. And that's one of the things about YouTube. You got to stay with it. If you don't stay with it, you get forgotten.
I was talking about this. I don't know if you guys know Brian Strowski. He has a YouTube channel. Me and him were talking today. We talk on in Messenger or whatever. And we were just talking today about this exact subject, and it's like, you know, we I don't want to mention any names because you guys do know the names of some of the people we were talking about. We weren't really trashing anybody, but we were just talking about how we've noticed some of our friends that we mutually know on YouTube have given up and are not on YouTube anymore, have stopped making videos, and it's kind of like you can tell who really loves doing it, and regardless if they blow up or not, will still keep doing it. Regardless if they make money off of it, they'll still keep doing it. And who does it because they thought it would be easy money, and then kind of went, this isn't as easy as I thought, or it's as fun as I thought, and gives up. You know what I mean? Like, I love getting a check from YouTube, and that check keeps getting bigger every month and stuff, and it's great. But if I didn't get nothing from YouTube, I would still do this. Absolutely, 100% would still do this.
Oh yeah.
Because I just do it because I enjoy it.
Right. I would love to make it a full-time job. So I'm not one of those people who want to lie and say I don't do it for the money. I don't care about that. I do. I would love to make a big enough check from YouTube that's all I did for a living. That would be awesome. Who wouldn't love that? But like I said, if I didn't make a dime, I'd still be doing the exact same thing I'm doing now. I mean, I work a full-time job, so you know, YouTube sometimes has to take a back seat. Like this last couple of weeks is. You know, I haven't posted a whole lot, but you know, with everything we got going on, you know, and around the house, switching the kids' rooms and my job and stuff, I just, you know, I don't have time for YouTube, and that's just the way it is. You might also notice I've started using copyrighted songs quite a bit more in a lot of my videos, and I obviously can't make a dime off that. You know, the artist makes the money. I don't make anything off. In case any of you guys don't know who's watching, if you use a copyrighted song, like a song from radio, an artist or whatever, you don't make a YouTuber doesn't make anything off that. They put ads on it, and the money goes to the artist or the company that's promoting the artist or whatever. But I don't care. It's fun. It's a video that I really had in mind when I set out to record it. It's like, I want to use this song and make this video for this song. For instance, that Linkin Park song, I had a lot of footage I really wanted to use. I really wanted to do something for Chester, a tribute to Chester after the thing with him. And you know, I set out to do it with the whole idea of, this is the video I want to make. It's going to be fun. I kind of got excited for the idea that I came up with, and the money part, the copyrighted music part, never entered my mind during that. You know what I mean? So you can't get to the point where, you know, you're planning a video and at the end go, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to make any money. Scrap all that. No, just do it. Have fun, you know?
Exactly. That's exactly me too.
You know, because I have even if I could monetize that, it probably would make me 20 cents in a year.
Yeah.
But me showing you how to fix my lawnmower will make me $20 in a month. You know, and so who cares? Who cares about, you know what I mean, about monetizing that stuff anyway? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. A lot of the fun videos that I do, the ones I really love to do, I don't make anything off of it. You know, and so who cares? Who cares about, you know what I mean, about monetizing that stuff anyway? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. A lot of the fun videos I do, the ones I really love to do, I don't make anything off of it. You know, and
so can't you get Tony Lee Glenn on one of these live streams then, Matt?
Yeah, I bet I could. But I would have to really bug him, nail down a date and a time, and then promote the crap out of it because it'd be the coolest thing. I love that guy.
Yeah, so do I, yeah.
Let me catch up. Lucas, we can't, by the way, Lucas, you can hear me. Your video went away, and we can't hardly hear. I hear some muffling. It sounds like you're talking, but we can't make out what you're saying. At least I can't. But Tony Sue Washer says, my daughter was 31 and her hubby was 35 and had my granddaughter. I was 19 and had my daughter. So she was talking about, we were talking about the age of when you start having kids. That's crazy. It's, you know, these days it's kind of late. I don't know. I guess it may be trending that way. But then she says, Matt, K is for Karen may be the latest casualty. Sometimes the music makes all the difference. It's well worth it. So, yeah, she's talking about a couple different things. I think she's talking about K is for Karen and Next Casualty. She's talking about people who give up on YouTube. I know she's talking about, I know K is for Karen did like a reboot of her channel and changed her name, if I'm not mistaken, right? Southern Beauty or something like that. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
So have you spoken to Rich lately then?
No, I have not. I have not, and it's kind of strange because me and him became good friends outside of YouTube. You know, we were messaging each other quite a bit. It started with me, him, and Tony would talk all the time on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Because
he could get WhatsApp over there where you are and easily do voice messages or whatever and contact. You know, we talk back and forth, and that was an easy way to do it. Snapchat came around, and I got real big into using Snapchat, and so he joined, and me and him would talk a lot. We had a lot of laughs. I really miss talking to Rich on Snapchat. Have you ever used Snapchat, Keith?
No.
But you know what it is?
Yeah, I know what it is, yeah.
And you know, you can do them filters where you get different. He would do those a lot and just send me random messages. I mean, it wasn't going out to the world. It wasn't any form of entertainment for anybody to see. It was a message to me personally and him talking to me personally. But the guy is so funny. I kept telling him, I wish you would do that in a video. And he'd always keep his videos so professional, and I respect that and I get it. Yeah. But he was so entertaining, and I don't think he realized his full potential on that. But he would put this zebra face on all the time. The zebra, it would turn him into a zebra. And he'd go, "It's me, the zebra." And he would talk as if he was the zebra. And he'd say, "I'm gonna go hunt me some antelope today," you know. And he'd crack me up, and we'd get to talking about all kinds of different stuff, life, kids, and you know, everything other than YouTube. Yeah, and he quit using Snapchat a couple months ago or so. You just never seen him on there anymore. And I'd send him something, and he wouldn't even get it because you have to log in to get your messages, and he just doesn't log in anymore. And so I don't want to bug him. Obviously, he's really busy. He hasn't been posting a lot and stuff, so I don't want to bug him. I don't know. Maybe I'm too nice because I don't want to bug people. You know what I mean?
No. Well, I wouldn't. You know, I mean, I haven't seen him on Facebook or on YouTube or anything. You know, I mean, he put that one video up of his holiday to Florida earlier in the year, and I was looking forward to watching more. But
me too.
Know, all I can think is he must be busy.
Yeah, that's what I think too, and I understand it. I've done that before, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you, isn't it? You know, I mean, you were posting two or three videos a week when you were going out working during your lunchtime, doing live streams or putting on videos. But I mean, you know, I've looked at your content's gone. It's like my content's gone down the last few weeks because with the grandson breaking his back, you know, we're having to go to the hospital and everything like that.
Hey, look who it is. Hey, y'all, if you guys don't know, this is my brother, Josh. Yeah, it looks like it came up under your name, Josh, too. Everybody, I want you to wish Josh a happy birthday. Actually, yesterday. Yesterday was Josh's birthday. So happy belated birthday. Let him know, guys. Hit him up in the comments.
Thank you.
By the way, Lucas is commenting over here. Looks like he lost. He says he's trying to get the Mac to video. So sorry, Luke. Sounds like they got that bad internet connection we've been talking about. But Josh, what's up with you? What are you doing, man?
Not much. Hanging out.
You have a good birthday? You got the day off, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Good.
I went and checked on Mom yesterday and brought her lunch and had an eye appointment. But other than that, just hanging out.
Yeah, that sounds lame. An eye appointment on your birthday?
Yeah.
Is it an annual thing? Do you go every year on your birthday?
No. No, it's just I had the day off, so it was a good opportunity to go and get the eyes checked. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony Sue Washer says, Matt, Karen changed her name to Texas Thrifter and Deal Seeker. She's the one that talked to Pam and Rick into doing YouTube. The bakery got Karen too much hate. The bakery? I don't know that reference. And Tony also says, Josh, happy birthday. I didn't know she was the one that got Pam and Rick. And if you guys don't know what she's talking about,
Thank you.
K is for Karen got Shoot the Shit channel started. I didn't know that. But yeah, I know she's very popular on that channel. She's always in there and stuff like that. And it sounds like she may be giving up. Is that what you're saying, Tony? She giving up on YouTube? I don't know. It's hard to get somebody. I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in her shoes like I do. I guess it would be hard to get somebody else involved in YouTube and then watch them explode way bigger than you ever could imagine. And I'm guessing that's what happened, because Shoot the Shit have gone from 0 to 1 million real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, you can understand why, Matt, though.
Yeah, I know, it's very entertaining, and I've not been on as much. And the last time I popped in there and said hi to them, they were kind of like, "Oh, Matt flew the coop. Well, where you been?" And kind of gave me hell for being gone so long. But as much as I love watching their stuff, I can't devote every day to do it. I did for a while there, and you know, I have an addictive personality where I'll get hooked on something, and for a few weeks, I'm just every day, I'm just doing whatever this is. I'm loving it, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm to the next thing. You know.
Yeah.
The flaw I see in myself.
See, with us, it's the wrong time here in the UK.
Oh yeah, I bet.
You know, so you tend to watch the recorded ones more than the live streams here.
Hey, there's Barry, vlog from the bog. He says, "Hello, everyone." Hey, Barry, if you feel like joining in, no pressure, but if you want to, scroll up the chat. There should be a link for you to click on if you want to join in with us.
Great.
But yeah, I mean, I've thought. Oh, I had a thought, and I almost lost it. I thought about doing something different this week with the live stream. Last week was episode 20, and I thought maybe I'll start a season 2 and change the time for more people in America to join in, because I've got a lot of people, even some close family members, that are like, "I can't watch you, man. I just, it's too early. I'm getting off work. I'm still driving home. I can't, chat. I can't watch, and it's just too early." And so I try to, when I can, when I'm not too busy, keep the live stream going so that they can join later. Hopefully they'll realize that, yeah, I started at 5, but at 7, I might still be on there if you're at home and settled in. But I thought about, okay, we did a whole 20 episodes for the UK, for starting early, making sure everybody in the UK. Let's do another 20, doing it at like 9 o'clock at night here, which would be really late for you guys, like 2 in the morning. But it'd be more for the US. But I just couldn't do it. I love talking to you guys, and I feel like what I'm doing now, it does allow for everybody to join in if I stay on long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you should do another live stream on another date for your American friends.
That's not a bad idea. It's just a little hard. It's a little hard. If I did that, what I'd probably do is do the Friday episode for the American late and do another earlier in the week early. Just because during the week I try to get to bed as early as I can. Sometimes I don't. I'm exhausted because I've been getting bed late all week this week. But I try to get to. I have to get 7 or 8 hours. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that live off getting 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep every night. That catches up to me real fast. After 2 or 3 nights doing it, I feel it. My whole body's tired, and it kills me.
Yeah, but that's what I would do. I'd turn your Friday one in later for the American viewers, and then do another one.
That's a great idea, Keith. I might do that.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
I've
also almost regretted what I've named the Friday Night Live. I think it's cool and it's easy to remember and stuff like that. But I see like Shoot the Shit when they do their live streams, they put real creative names for their type, because they're gonna, just like I'm gonna be on Friday night. I don't really need to put Friday Night Live every single time, because exactly what most people know exactly what you're watching. It's a regular thing, so they can get creative and they'll put whatever in there, some crazy stuff in there. Last night I think it was "Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire," and that's all I said that was in their title. You see that and you go, "What is this?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you can just abbreviate it, FNL, and then add a title.
That's not a bad idea. I actually named it Friday Night Live so that I could use the acronym FNL.
Yeah.
Because here, I don't know about over there, but I guess over there it'd be the same. They call Saturday Night Live the famous TV show SNL.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was funny to call it FNL. I actually came up with this idea long before YouTube ever even did live streaming. I thought somebody should do a spoof of, because SNL does spoofs, you know, and so somebody should do a spoof of the spoof and do it on Friday night and call it FNL. And, you know, just the effing part sounds funny to me.
Yeah.
You know, FNL. I don't know if you guys got that.
F&A.
So
FNA, man.
Yeah. So do you follow Mel as well then, Matt?
Mel?
Yeah, his channel.
I don't know who that is. No, I guess not.
He's a guy from New York. He's doing a live stream tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know who that is, but I'm always looking for good. There's so many of them nowadays too. It's just it's getting big, the live streaming thing.
Yeah. Oh, he's a brilliant guy. You know, I'm supposed to be doing a 1-to-1 with him next week.
Oh, that's awesome.
That when I can arrange it, you know, because I think he's on holiday from tomorrow for a week. So, but you know, 11 o'clock your time, it's too late for me because I mean that makes it what 4 a.m.
Oh
so
wow.
I've always got to watch the catch up, the recorded version.
So Tony Sue says, Matt, I didn't know about the bakery either. It's actually a website called the Gossip Bakery where they trash certain YouTubers. It's really hateful and shouldn't be allowed. Freedom of speech. Whoa. The end of that contradicted the rest of it. I'm sorry, Tony. Freedom of speech, they shouldn't be allowed to do it, I guess, then, if they, you know what I mean? But let me just say, there's a lot of those, Tony. I didn't know what you were talking about when you said the bakery till you explained it. There's a lot of other apps. There's apps out there where you can submit YouTubers or YouTubers' videos for others to dislike, and they get points for disliking. And then with those points, you can submit other YouTubers you don't like, so they can get dislikes and whatever. It's insane. It really is insane. But I treat it just like I treat the opposite end of the coin, where there's websites where you can go and pay to get likes and subscribes. You'll notice by my lack of subscribers and likes and views sometimes that I definitely don't do that.
Yeah, and I don't.
Yeah, I'd be way bigger, and I may not have any more people in a live stream because those are all fake. You're not going to get any more. It's not going to really help you in the long run, but you know, you can make that number bigger. That's all it does, and that's just ridiculous to me. Oh yeah, and Vlog from the Bog says the late night show with Matt's Big Dream, and then he says FNL, it's Matt's Big Dream. FNL, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Not just the F, but the L. Put it together, it sounds like effing hell. There's the joke. For those who didn't get it.
How many we got watching tonight?
It's been up and down. Right now it says 2, but I don't trust that because I've had 3 or 4 people chatting when it said 1.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What I'm looking at is on Hangouts, and it may be you 2. I don't know.
I've been here the whole time too, so.
4 people chatting when it said 1.
Yeah, you got. Yeah. You got 2 according to this, yeah. Just put the phone on.
Oh.
But Tony says, Matt, they draw you in. I can't watch every night, and I don't like it when it blows up. Yeah, that's another thing that I don't enjoy watching on Shoot the Shit is when they really get deep into the gossip and the haters, and they're getting angry. And most of the time, there are a lot of laughs or fun people. And I love it when they keep it light and they have fun. And trolls are going to come in there because they get lately. Last time I went to the last couple of times I went to one of their live streams, they had 250 people watching live, and that's insane. You were talking about I have 3 now, and maybe 250. But see, they're going to get people that are just there to talk crap and to hate on them and to just stir up trouble, and they're usually. They're what I call troll proof. Like a troll comes in there and starts talking trash, and they'll go, "Yep, you're right, troll. Nice." Yeah. Like it does not ever. You can say anything in the world, and never does it bother them.
No.
But every once in a while, they get they'll get on somebody's case, another YouTuber, and then they'll get serious, and then the whole show is just them mad at somebody, and it's not as fun, you know.
No. I know. I agree on that.
Yeah.
So does Josh do a lot on YouTube then?
Not so much anymore. You're talking about me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much anymore. I used to do gaming, a lot of gaming stuff, and then I started a new channel that had mostly like family stuff, like kind of like what Matt does with the vlogs and things, but a computer that's capable of keeping up with the editing software, and I enjoy doing it. I just kind of got burnt out. Hey, Dustin.
So packed in here. Hey, everybody. My cousin Dustin just popped by. Sorry, it's a mess in here. What you guys can't see is this floor is covered with stuff because while we're switching the girls' room around, one of them's been sleeping on the floor here, and they have an air mattress set up on the floor, and so he's kind of having to negotiate. This chair is a little janky. Yeah, I'm in the process of reinforcing these bar stools that are kind of wobbly, but that might work for you because you don't weigh a whole lot, not compared to me.
Not at all.
But hey, if you guys ever see Mr. Mischief in the chat, this is Mr. Mischief.
Oh.
And I'm actually glad he's here because if he'll talk to Keith and Josh for a second, I need to go make a new drink.
Absolutely.
Gonna sit here for a second.
Keith and Josh.
Yeah.
How you guys doing today?
All right. Thanks a lot.
What's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying this beautiful Friday here in Indiana.
Yeah. Wow. What's the weather like over there then?
Pretty damn warm and sunny. I like it. It's 81.
Ooh.
Nice run though.
Yeah.
We've had flood.
Yeah, we had nice cool weather for August. It hasn't been cool the last couple of weeks.
It's been terrible here in the UK the last couple of weeks. You know, we've had a lot of rain, a lot of low pressure, a bit of flooding in where I live in Cleethorpes and Grimsby. So the weather has been atrocious. But it's forecast a decent weekend, about 68 to 70.
Sounds like our springs here in Indiana.
Yeah. So I might get out with my drone tomorrow. I'm hoping for the first time in months. So,
Take what you can get.
Yeah. So what's your channel all about then?
You're talking about Dustin?
Talking to Josh. Yeah. No, I don't have a channel.
Don't you? Oh.
No, I'm just a viewer.
Just a viewer. Oh.
Yeah.
So why haven't you started your own channel then, Dustin?
It seems like it takes a whole lot, and I work a whole lot, so very minimal time for all the stuff that I hear that like Matt has to do to keep his up and running. So it is a lot of hard work. You know, I mean, really, you should be posting at least 3 times a week to keep your subscribers or your community pleased with what you're doing. Right, got to keep them hooked.
Yeah.
And back to you.
Well, see, the funny thing is, sometimes it does take a lot of work to keep a channel up. But then I've seen people who literally just pull out their cell phone and just record for 15 minutes of them just talking, no editing, just all one cut, and they do well with that, you know. And it's this is
it, John.
As long as you're interesting, I guess.
Yeah, that people are interested in people, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. That's probably there's a lot of things that draw me to watch other YouTube videos, but I'm interested in people. And speaking of which, here's a very interesting person back in our live stream, Luke Thornton.
He's back.
I went outside.
Every time he's in a new scenario, he's got something else going on.
A lot of wardrobe changes.
He's on the boosted.
I'll take a ride.
Looks like you get a better connection.
Yeah, I got 4G now, so why not, right? Why not use some data?
That's right. But yeah, just like we were talking about, they're the same way. Live stream, and their channel is hugely popular. But, they're very little effort. Every once in a while, different guys around the same time, they go live sitting on the court. It's public. 250 viewers on every live. Well, lately they have been. Every live stream easy. Here we are, lucky to get 4, and very little effort.
I'm going to park this thing. I can't hear anything.
Skating and streaming, that's badass. Crimson says, hey, welcome to the live stream, Crim. I appreciate you stopping by to say hi. I just seen you were live a minute ago.
Your garbage smells like doo-doo. Oh. Shoot.
Hey, Block from the Bog said good night, guys. I missed that, by the way. If you're still there from the Bog, Barry, good night. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry I missed that. But yeah, I've told Dustin before he'd be a good YouTuber. He's got an interesting life most of the time. I think people would be interested to see what he does. He sends me Snapchats sometimes, and I'm just like, man, make a video.
Something to consider in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, in case you guys didn't notice, I'm a big fan of Snapchat. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I still like to check in on there. It's a great way. It's like a video text message. You Snapchat a lot, Lucas? I don't think I follow you.
I've never heard of Snapchat much.
Give me a break. You'd be perfect for Snapchat, man. It's made for characters like you.
I should check it out, dude.
Are you serious? You don't know much about it?
I don't know anything about it. I'm an idiot.
I feel like Snapchat got a bad rap at the beginning because a lot of kids were using it.
Yeah, a lot of kids use it in the beginning, but dude, it is a fun way to send a text message with a video of yourself. It's like you can have a two-way conversation. It's like the best of both. Get out of here. Come here and tell me about how you love Snapchat.
I'm a Snapchat in full.
She's a Snapchat in full. All the time. She's Snapchatting.
And then after I did it, I go, damn, I'm
Crimson says, yeah, my game crashed. I suck with the computers. Haha. Dude, you just reminded me that you went live playing a video game, and not only when you play a video game, you played one of me and I'm sure my brother and cousin's favorites, Zelda. Oh. Zelda is, dude, that's one of my I will play Zelda now. I'm talking Super Nintendo or regular, NES versions. I will play now, and I'll get hooked, and you guys won't see me for like a week or two.
I love Zelda, man. It used to freak me out when I used to play with NES, dude, a long time ago. So scary. The 1D screen, and stuff, and you had to, it went, it's freaking, man, it gives me nightmares just thinking about it. It's like Pee Wee Herman naked or something.
Dude, that music goes so slow when you go into the castle. Dude.
Oh, God, it's nightmarish, dude. No joke, dude. It freaking freaks me out, no joke, just thinking about it.
Yeah, them castles got me. And then you get
what about
you spend like
what about Mario Brothers on the NES when he goes to the black castle or the dark castle or whatever it is, and like or whatever, Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah. And then the ghosts, they only come at you when you're not looking.
Oh my God, dude, that's like a nightmare.
Hey, speaking of Snapchat, I just got a Snapchat from DJ Ian Entertainments. He's usually here with us. And I don't know if you guys can see, he looks like he's having a fun time there. Or he's doing a wedding or something, some kind of event. Groom and best man dancing or something he sent me. I thought I'd share his Snapchat live. I thought it'd be fun.
I would love to see it.
Crimson says, I love Zelda. Big fan of the NES games. AS2. And he says, LOL, lots more fun on Snapchat. Dude, Crimson, you got a Snapchat? I'm going to have to get everybody's ghost or whatever. Your Lucas probably doesn't know what we're talking about. There's a little ghost symbol, and it's got a code, and you can scan a code, and that's how you can add people. You can also just type in their name, but sometimes it's not as easy just to scan their ghost, and boom, you're connected. Did he fall? Did he fall?
Almost fell, dude. I'm out here in the middle of our I don't know, what is this thing called where there's like a lot of houses around you? A subdivision, I guess?
Yeah, subdivision.
And there's nobody outside. There's nobody doing anything. The majority of people who live here, sorry, Keith, are senior citizens.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Lucas.
Hey, Keith is not a senior citizen. He is the senior citizen's parent.
I love it. He's so old. He's older than old.
Yes, yeah.
He's also British too. I love his accent. He's very British. Do I have a good English accent? Listen, do I have a good one?
Yes, you do, sir.
Well, I bloody appreciate it. I want to get some crumpets and some tea and maybe a little bit of fish and chips on the side, you know, and maybe I'll go fight alongside with Jon Snow on Game of Thrones.
I want to hear Keith's American accent.
Yeah, do it. Do an American accent. Do it.
Can you do an American accent, Keith?
No.
Keith, go, hey, y'all. Now do a Southern accent. Do an Alabama say, hey, y'all, we're going to have some beans and taters. We're going to have some fish and chips, and we're going to have a good time. And we're going to take the garbage can out after a while, and we're going to relax with some Remax real estate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get that house sold, son.
Hey, it's probably the same way as we do with their accent. Like, everybody can do an English accent, but only in a few words. Like the same word, crumpets, you know, tally ho, hello, governor. You know, those same words. So it's the same with him. All he can say is, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
There you go.
Hey, say yon't to.
What was that again, Lucas?
Okay, like you want to can be pronounced like this. Yon't to.
Yon't.
Yon't to.
It's like YONTTOO. Yon't.
Yon't to.
Yon't to.
Yon't to. I like it. I'm in the freaking middle of the road, guys. Look.
So next time one of your friends is like, would you like to go make a video? You say, y'all do?
Y'all do?
Y'all get some taters?
I can do some pretty good accents. When I was growing up, I'd go to Kentucky in the summer times a lot, and I do my Lucas Thornton accent, and I was so believable that my uncle was like, I'm just going to start calling you Rufus. And we're going to tell people that you're from down here. We're not going to tell nobody you're a Yankee. You just talk like that. We're going to tell everybody your name's Rufus, and you go with brown hair, and nobody ain't going to notice that you're from up north.
I love it.
Yeah, oh, you're good, Matt. So you could move down south then.
I could. We got the Southern India. A lot of my family is from Arkansas. If y'all don't know, Arkansas is more deep south than even Lucas. Arkansas,
You have no idea.
Arkansas is where you can marry your sister.
Marry your sister and your brother.
Yeah, I've been to Arkansas. Yeah.
There's a whole different level.
Wow. I know you've been here a lot, Keith, here in the States, but I had no idea you would ever go to Arkansas.
Yeah, been to Little Rock, is it? Where,
Yeah.
Was it Carter? Jimmy Carter was from.
Yeah. Little Rock is the capital down there, I think.
Yeah, been there.
I'll be honest, I haven't been to Arkansas, where most of my dad's side of the family is all from Arkansas. I haven't been down there since I was 4 years old. So
You ain't freaking missing much. That place sucks, dude.
Where are you living now then, Lucas?
I live in Tennessee. On the I'm actually where I'm located is a little town called Ardmore, Tennessee, and it's right here on the Alabama-Tennessee state line. And what's funny is half of Ardmore belongs to Alabama, and the other half actually belongs to Tennessee. Isn't that crazy? I live on the Tennessee side.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, like there. Look, guys, check it out. There's Alabama, like in my backyard. No joke. I can literally talk like Sarah Palin. Oh shoot, crap, almost fell. Sarah Palin say, I can see Alabama from my backyard.
Except for when she said it, she was in Alaska.
Yeah, dude. There's my house, and like back there is Alabama. It's literally my backyard. No joke. I could throw a rock to Alabama. Not even kidding.
You love that though, right? You're an Alabama guy.
Yeah, dude. Listen, dude. It's crazy. My job won't allow me to work from my house in Alabama or any other state. I have to stay in Tennessee. So I did the next best thing. I moved to Tennessee. Stayed in Tennessee, right here on the line.
Wow. I didn't realize that had any.
That works.
I didn't realize that had any part of your decision of moving.
That's all it was, dude.
Real close to Alabama.
You gotta be home, baby. I live like 30 minutes close to mom and dad, and they can take care of the psycho kid when I need a little action on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed a lot of places like that. It'd be so weird. I was thinking that just recently. We went to Kentucky Kingdom Amusement Park, and it's in
beautiful place.
It's in Louisville. You've been to Kentucky Kingdom?
Man, I've been to Louisville. I went to a Star Trek convention in Louisville one time, man. I met Brent Spiner Data, dude. What's up?
What are you doing at a Star Trek convention?
I'm a Star Trek fan. I'm a Trekker.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Star Trek. I can't lie. I love Star Trek. I mean, if I catch Next Generation on, I'm watching an episode of Next Generation.
It's the greatest show of all time, in my opinion. I think TOS sucked. TNG is the best. Voyager is right up there with TNG because I just love Captain Janeway. She's so freaking sexy.
I do too, man. I do too.
Kate Mulgrew and that raspy voice. Woo, that's sexy.
And I see her in other stuff sometimes, and I'm just like, she's still Captain Janeway to me.
Yeah, Captain Janeway. That's my girl, man. I love her so much.
Hey, what do you think about this new one coming out? Have you heard about this?
Dude, I'm excited. I mean, it's on CBS. It's still got Paramount backing it, which is very important because Paramount and Rick Berman both kind of cohabitate and stuff with the whole Star Trek thing. So it's going to have that feeling. It's not going to have that J.J. Abrams overexposed cinematic vibe that it really didn't need to begin with.
I like that, dude. I got to be honest. I love the J.J. Abrams movies because I mean, I like the old ones too. They were perfect for the time they were made.
Oh yeah.
They needed to make this. I feel like I was so excited when the new movies came out, and I feel like they needed to take it to that level. And even though
I'm there too,
but dude, the new TV show looks like that, don't it? Doesn't it look like a movie? Like
it looks like a movie.
It looks way better than any other TV show they've ever had.
But one of the executive producers is Jonathan Frakes, which is Captain. Well, it was William Riker, which is so there's still that feeling, and he's actually going to make an appearance, which is awesome because I mean he's awesome, dude. Like number one. Number one.
Make it so.
Make it so. Engage.
Do you watch Star Trek, Keith?
Yes, I'm a big Star Trek fan, yes.
And have you heard of the new show coming out soon?
No, that's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've only seen one ad for it. It hasn't been hugely. All the Star Trekkies like Lucas know all about it, but it wasn't until I seen an ad because I don't follow a lot of that stuff. I like it, but I'm a closet Trekkie,
Yeah.
Basically, that means I love it, but none of my friends and family love it, so I'm just like, I'm alone.
Well, welcome to the jungle, dude. I mean, man, it's us. It's all about us. It's always been about us, dude. Like Star Trek is not Star Trek in general. Star Trek is a wonderful experience associated with mankind and what mankind can be, and like the Prime Directive. And dude, it's the best because it totally is exactly what we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like accepting of all cultures and loving on people and just, trying to be the good guys and stuff. And then there's the Borg, which sucks, but you know what I'm saying? We are the Borg. What is that? We are the Borg. You will be assimilated.
It's the idea of the Borg scares me because it's so close to reality now.
Oh, absolutely.
When they made it, but nowadays it's like, how close are we to the Borg right now in real life?
Pretty close.
I mean, all it is artificial intelligence that says, you created me to prosper, and I've realized that humans are not needed for me to prosper. That's all it takes. That's right now.
So true. So true. So true, dude. You hit the nail. You hit the nail on the head. And they're gonna try their best. Sooner or later to put like an implant or something like that and just screw everybody up.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's scary. So, are you one of these people that will never get you heard on the news about this company in Wisconsin that is chipping all their employees?
Dude, you cut out a second. Let me get this thing back on. I'm sorry. You said this product for what now?
No, there's a company in Wisconsin, and you probably heard about this. So I'm asking you if you've heard about this because I have a feeling you have strong feelings about this. There's a company in Wisconsin that employs a lot of people, and they've started chipping. They required their employees to be chipped.
Yeah, I read about that. Yeah, that's a no-go.
Yeah, definitely a no-go.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I agree. It's not because it scares me, because it really doesn't. It seems like it's just the next step. Technology's already there anyway, but it's a slippery slope.
It's too slippery.
It's what it leads to that scares me.
Mm-hmm. It has to do with oh goodness, it takes me back to the whole. Do you remember? You seen the movie Apollo 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a part in that movie where they're coming back from the moon and it's really cold in the command module, and you know they're pissed off and they're mad and everything, all that good stuff, and they pull off their stuff that checks out their bowels and all that instrumentation, the medical stuff, and he says I don't have the Western world knowing how my bladder's working, you know, and stuff. So, I mean, you know, it's a movie, but that same technique and stuff. We're so connected for this app anyways, and this is beautiful. I love this. I love being connected with people and knowing you guys. This would have never happened if I hadn't have got on YouTube and all this and been connected this way through Tim Smith, my great friend, great guy. But like that stuff when it gets inside of you and like if it could control you and it could, you know, assimilate and stuff, that's real, man. That's real stuff that can totally happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you scared of the future, Rhea? Let me ask you, because the future is in your hands. Are you scared of the future?
That's right.
Are you scared of technology? Like, do you ever think about when you're grown up, all the robots and virtual reality, and is it scary or does it sound cool? You don't know? You don't know what to think?
You ever watch the Jetsons?
That sounds like I wasn't scared until I heard you guys talking. What the hell is this? It doesn't scare you?
Dude, I love your daughter. She's the sweetest.
Thank you. She is the sweetest. This is the sweet one.
And
I don't.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
I'm the smart one.
And the smart one. She's actually pretty brilliant.
Those tend to go hand in hand, or they should.
Yeah, and she is a little mean for sure, but I don't want to not give credit to my other two daughters because they're amazing in their own ways. You know, and sometimes they're sometimes they're way easier to deal with than sweet and smart over here too. She's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Hey, my kid's banging on the back door screaming, so you know I get it.
Yeah, it's fun though, man. Wait until he's 10. You're not really seeing what he's gonna be, what kind of person he is, and it's just, I don't know. It's an amazing thing. Being a father is probably the most important thing. Look at that.
Absolutely.
Look at that. This is somebody you guys probably haven't met. And we got an echo on his. I keep hearing myself.
Anyway, I'm going to go then, Matt. So I'll catch you next Friday.
Bye, Keith.
Hey, Keith, thanks for joining, buddy. We'll see you next time, man. So this is Josh Carey. Am I saying that right?
What's up?
But yeah, Josh is man, you got your volume up so loud that we just hear ourselves. He just left.
Josh left us.
You should have turned it down, Josh. What are you doing? But yeah, Josh is my buddy, pretty recent YouTube buddy I met, and he's a fellow Hoosier, but he's way down, I think down south. He's pretty far from me. He's close to the Kentucky line. He's like you. He's living on that border.
Living on that border, doing all the right things.
Did you hear about that Tennessee-Alabama Civil War that broke out?
When was this?
Yeah, it was like last year. The president went to Tennessee, and it was like, how you guys doing in the Civil War? And they was like, we're doing great, man. Alabama's throwing grenades, but we're pulling the pins and throwing them back.
You know what? Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Hey, I'll see it. I'll believe when I see it.
Dude, I'll tell you something cool about Alabama. I got to a couple years ago. We took a trip down to Destin, Florida, and that was my first time getting to. Now we got the echo in the room.
Hey, man, I just had to try
this. This is not good. I'm not good. You hear all that? It's still there.
I feel like I'm in the X-Files or something.
He went live from right next to me. Dude,
I'm off. Still just like a bomb.
That don't work.
It happened.
Next time I want to do spooky voice, I know how to do it.
No shit.
You said you were in Alabama. What were we doing in Destin?
Yeah, we were going to Destin for a family vacation, took the kids down there, and I've been to Florida many times. When my grandma lived in Clearwater, we always went through Georgia. And so this time we decided to go, because we're going to Destin. We went, like, let's go through the Alabama way. And it was a long drive through Alabama, but man, I loved it, dude. It's so beautiful down there. All the places we stopped and ate, little country restaurants and stuff. I love that. I love the little hometown feel. And we got that up here in Indiana if you get out in the country away from the city and stuff. But it's so much different down there when you get way, and you think about these people are so separated from the rest of the world, and yet so inviting to everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really enjoyed it. And we got to see some of Alabama, the Gulf Shores, beautiful place. Very, dude, underestimated. I don't think enough credit. I mean, people always talk about Myrtle Beach, Clearwater in Florida. Those places are not. I mean, it's not. I mean, you go there and it's like, yeah, it's a lot of people there. There's a lot of tourist attractions there. But if you go out on the beach and look at the water, and look at the sand, it is nothing like going to the Gulf Shores or going to Destin, the Emerald Coast. I mean,
that's right, Emerald Coast.
And it doesn't get enough credit. I don't understand why.
Best kept secret, my man.
I guess, man. Look up videos, everybody. Look up YouTube videos of like the popular places, Miami Beach and Clearwater and Myrtle Beach. And then look up the Emerald Coast. Look up the Gulf Shores. Look up Destin, Florida. You will be amazed at how different the water is, how different the beaches are. It is paradise. It's insane.
Check out Navarre Beach. Navarre, dude. Check out Navarre. It's down there. It's like right into Florida, and it's very quiet and it's very peaceful. It's a very good place to take your family.
I bet. The
same kind of area.
Definitely, Destin was definitely a tourist type place, a tourist attraction type place, but it isn't. Yeah. It isn't super well known. Since I've gone there, I've met a few people that go down there, but before then, I almost never heard of Destin.
It's so cool.
That's where Michael Kincaid just went, by the way, on his little vacation.
Oh yeah, he was there.
Yeah,
he sure was. Yeah, I miss that guy. I gotta see him again. Ever since I got off of Facebook, Matt, it's like I've missed a lot of connections with people that I really care about and I like to know about. But I just feel like I had to do it for myself, you know, and just
absolutely
like just reset it. You know what I'm saying? And people, dude, like I get so many messages, Matt. Like when I was on Facebook and stuff a whole lot, I would get messages on a daily basis from trolls and people who just literally hate me. And I didn't understand why or anything like that. But like they would tell me that I had a really, really, really bad attitude. And they're trying to tell me how to run my business and how to operate and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, dude, like, you know, I would like to say I appreciate your feedback, but I don't really feel like it's an honorable way to talk to somebody you really don't even know. You know, like how I do my business and how I run my business is my business.
Yeah, and I just don't see it, man. You have a positive attitude all the time. You're one of those positive people I know. I mean,
I just love people.
You do. I mean, I'm not saying that to try to kiss your ass and stuff because I try to be nice to all my guests and stuff. But no,
okay. It's okay.
If you guys get to know Lucas, he's super positive and accepting of everybody, even if he doesn't agree. I don't see how anybody could ever say you're negative in any way at all. I mean, I guess there's been a couple posts I've seen from you where you've complained about something or a type of person. Yeah. 99.9% of the time I've seen that, which has only been, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times. It's been somebody who, that I've known you, but somebody who's been blatantly bullying and disrespectful, and somebody who is just a crappy person to even engage with and try to talk to. And you're like, you know, and you might say something like, man, I hate talking to somebody like this. And, I don't know. I don't see how anybody could take that as you being a negative person in any way. By the way, Josh Carey says he's on the Michigan line. I thought he was south. He's way up north, and I'm south. He even commented, he said, you're the other south. And he's right. I don't know why. I knew he was far away from me, and I couldn't remember where he was, but I assumed it was south because
Michigan.
He does have a little bit of an accent. And I'm wondering, Josh, are you from south? Because you almost sound like you're from closer to Kentucky, and I don't mean that in any offensive way. And maybe it's just me because I grew up in the city where a lot of people don't talk with that country slang. But and Kelly Lynn Bess is here and says, yes, the best Yes, the best. I love Pensacola, Florida. I've never been there. And then Rhea's Big Dream. I don't know who that is. That's my kid in the other room watching, and she says, "Sup, y'all?" And then she says, "I'm
y'all."
Yeah, she said it. Sup has 4 S's, 3 U's, 4 U's, 4 P's, and y'all has a bunch of Y's, a bunch of A's, a bunch of H's. So it says, "Sup, y'all?"
Sup, y'all?
And then she says, "I'm here."
I got a dog barking. I got too loud. Sorry.
You waking dogs up in the neighborhood.
It's this little chihuahua, dude. It's like this big, I swear.
Is it yours? Do you own a dog?
Heck no, it's these people who live next door to me. Like, what's crazy is before I moved in, like, no kidding, before I moved in here, way over there, there was this massive pit bull. No disrespect for the pit bull whatsoever. I think they're great dogs. Dog's a dog, whatever. But, like, this thing was like a monster, and he was chained to, like 5 feet of a chain or whatever. But thank God, I guess they gave him a new home or the thing died or something. I think it's a miserable existence to be tied up to 5 feet of. I'd be pissed off too. But like, I think the new people came in and they've got the next best thing, which is Chihuahua.
That is.
From a pit to a Chihuahua. Yeah.
No,
They're
hey,
cool.
I wouldn't be comfortable with a big dog. I do not own dogs, and I don't ever want to be a dog owner. You do?
No, I do not want dogs.
No.
Too much hair.
Me neither. And I feel like people judge me for that. Like, you ever see people that will say, they say don't trust people, and they'll say, don't trust people that don't like dogs. You ever heard that?
I've heard that, but to be honest, dude, why does it? I mean, like, listen, I love dogs. I think they're great. I just don't want one because I don't have the time for one.
That's exactly how I feel. I love dogs, but I'm not a dog owner. I can't. I don't have the patience. I don't have I love them. I love other people's dogs. Like, my mom has always had a couple little dogs. One of them passed away recently.
Yeah.
And she still has her other little poodle. You might see in our most recent video. I've got some cool shots of her.
Absolutely.
And I love that little doggy. I love it. I cannot go over to my mom's without petting her and loving on her and showing her some attention. I love that little dog. But I could not own that dog or any other dog. I just don't have it. But a lot of my friends and family will know this and will tell you it started with me having a fear of dogs. When I was really little, I was scared of big dogs. I'm telling you, even when I got to be like a teenager, I don't mess with dogs. And maybe because I grew up in the inner city where there's a lot of strays and they will attack you.
They're mean.
Let me tell you guys. I remember being over this guy's house.
Yes.
When I was probably 2nd grade. I was really young, 2nd grade, I think. And I left his house, and on the way home, I had another friend that lived really close to him. And I stopped and played with the other kid in his yard. And he had a chow. And the chow was super cool, though. The chow was playing with us, played with it for an hour or two. But then the mom came home, and the mom was the master of the chow. And the chow got so excited that its master was home that it started jumping and going crazy, and then latched on and locked because they've got they're like pit bulls when it comes to it locked onto my ankle. I mean, this thing drew blood. I limped home. Matter of fact, I think she called my mom. So these people I didn't even know that well. I lived 2 streets over. I think they didn't have to call my mom because I was bleeding. And
oh gosh.
And I'm only in 2nd grade. I mean, it scared the crap out of me. And it's probably one of 3 or 4 times that I've been bitten by a mean dog when I was really young. They were like, you know what? I don't, but it isn't that. Now that I'm grown, it isn't that. I just don't have the patience. I'm not home enough. I can't train a dog. When they crap all over my house, I lose my mind. I don't want something roaming my house and crapping in my house. And I don't care if it's a dog, a cat, a hamster, a bird. I don't care. If it's going to crap all over my house, no thank you.
Amen. That dog started barking again.
Yeah, no. My mom tells a story of when I was like, I don't know. I don't remember it, so I had to have been 3 or 4 years old. I only know from the story she tells. I got this bright light shining on me because it's a cool little. Here we go. I got this Michael J. Fox, risky business. No, I ain't risky business. What's the one he does? What's the Michael J. Fox movie? Oh man, I can't.
Secret of my success.
Yes, that's exactly it. And he looks through the blinds and they're shut. Anyway, my mom tells a story of when I was real young, and she would ask us what we wanted to be when we grow up, and I always said I want to be a dog catcher. Not because I love dogs, because I'm trying to get these dogs off the street. Somebody's got to get these dogs off the streets. We got Josh back. Are you good now, Josh? All right, no echo. We're good. See, I don't know if you know this, Josh, but when you're live streaming, if you got your speakers up real loud, it'll echo. But see, I got mine on, and it's not echoing. There is a perfect medium. It's hard to find sometimes.
That's awesome. Get it done.
But yeah, Josh apparently is. I was way wrong about him being down south. He says he's up north. Oh Lord, Ria's big dream is still commenting and said we need dogs. She's an animal lover, and so there's one way that she's not completely like me. She's not her Matt Jr. daddy daughter deal when it comes to animals. She loves cats and dogs, which we have a stray cat we let in our house and feed and things like that, and she loves that cat. But that's going to have to do you, Rhea. You're going to have to be happy with that. You're lucky I'm even allowing that cat in my house. We had a pig for a while, a potbelly pig. I don't know how my wife talked me into that one, but we had a potbelly pig for a while.
Speaking of pigs and stinky stuff, man, I tell you what, I hate the smell of manure. And I smell it right now. Every now and then it gets in the air wherever you're at, because there's farms and stuff, and you smell that crap, man. It literally crap. It stinks, dude. Yeah, I smell it right now.
I got to be honest, man. There's something about it. It's like gasoline where you know it stinks, but something about it is like, man, I kind of like that. Like a yeah, I do, man. When I drive out in the country, maybe because I didn't grow up smelling it a lot, it was one of them rare things that you knew you were out there adventuring somewhere deep if you were smelling manure. You was getting close to some farms and things, and
get some farms.
That gets me hyped. We've been mulching around our house, and it smells like manure. My wife hates it, and I'm like, I don't know, something about it. I like it. I like coming home, getting out of the truck, and I smell that fresh manure. I don't like to. I wouldn't like to smell it for very long. I like to sniff it for a second, be like, yeah, that's manure, and move on.
You ever live around any hogs?
Do what?
You ever lived around any hogs, pigs?
No, dude. I'm telling you, I grew up in a neighborhood that I was a minority because I was white. I grew up in the inner city, deep in the inner city, in the biggest city in Indiana. And I actually grew up. I'll tell you what. I moved to Indianapolis the year the Colts moved to Indianapolis, and I lived about 3 miles. I grew up about 3 miles from where they played. And so it's all the way in there in the city.
Cool. Hey, well, that's awesome. You look at what you became.
Colts fan.
Hey, well, cool. Yeah, you became a Colts fan.
What's your favorite NFL team, Luke?
Brother, I don't know, man. I mean, when I was a kid, I was always raised to like the Cowboys. I mean, I don't. Honest to God, I really don't do NFL. I do NCAA.
Oh, you're the opposite of me, man. I don't follow. I couldn't tell you nothing about NCAA. But
man, I love Alabama. That's my team.
I've been boycotting the NFL though, man. I feel bad how much money them players make. To emphasize exactly what I'm talking about, the Colts have an issue. The Indianapolis Colts have an issue this year. Andrew Luck, our star quarterback, is injured and will not start the first few weeks. He's expected to be out, I think, 6 weeks maybe.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and so we need a quarterback desperately. And we're thinking about picking up Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, no.
I know it, man. It's all over the news.
No.
Every other day it's all over the news right now because the Colts need somebody. He needs a team.
Don't need him.
Basically, I think what it comes down to is the organization is like, let's get him. He's a great player. He can fill in that spot for a little bit, and we'll get rid of him, blah, blah, blah. And all the fans are like, the hell if you do, man.
Yeah. He is, dude, here's Colin Kaepernick in just a couple sentences. What he is a very big crap stirrer. Likes to stir the crap. That's what he is. He's not a certain way left or a certain way right. He just likes to get the pot stirred. That's all he does. And players like that are notorious for creating trouble within your program, within your franchise, and you just don't need it.
Yeah. Now, sometimes it's not a bad thing if you're smart about it. But the problem I think he has is he's not a bright kid. He stirs the pot and he doesn't think it through first.
Exactly.
And specifically talking about the standing, sitting during the national anthem thing. Not well thought out. If he wants to support one side or the other, I don't care. Do whatever you want. But if you're going to protest this issue over here, by disrespecting all these people over here that have nothing to do with this over here,
exactly,
you haven't thought
they
it
don't
out.
even care. They just want to watch the game. For love of the game. Like for once in your life, just enjoy the game and stop becoming so political. Do what you do best. I don't care if you're left or right or middle of the road. I don't care. Frankly, that's not what this is about. What this is about is the game, and the game should win.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially, it wouldn't even been a big deal if he had done it outside of the game. If he had went on Instagram, went on Snapchat or Facebook and said, forget all this. I don't like this and this and this. His fans could have decided I'm with him or I'm against him or whatever. That would have been totally fine. But when you're on stage on the game that has nothing to do with you personally, but has to do with your team, has to do with the location where your team's at and the fans and where you're representing.
Taking the knee. Quit showboating.
Oh man.
But are you serious? Here's Mickey Mouse right here. Here's what I think about Mickey Mouse. You see my knee? Crunch.
All of
I destroyed the mouse.
All my subscribers that are Disney fans are gone. Thank you.
They're gone.
I'm
sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to do that, Luke. My bad.
I'm old school Disney fan, buddy. Old will be.
You like Steamboat Mickey?
Steamboat Mickey. Oh my God.
That's old school, right?
Yeah, that's old school.
Hey, I'm glad we.
No disrespect to Mickey. I love Mickey too.
Hi, boys, girls. Aha! That's my best Mickey.
Hey, hello, friends. Let's go out here with Goofy and let's have a good time.
If you really think about it, Mickey is a creeper.
He is a creeper. Hey, what about when he says, he goes, do you want to come inside my clubhouse? And it gets really quiet, It's like the kids are like, I'm not sure if I want to come inside or not. Okay, come along.
No, you got to know the password, dude. You didn't say the password.
Oh yeah. Yeah, can you imagine some creeper? Do you know the password? You're going to reach right down here in my pants pocket and pull it out?
Out falls a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
You wanna come inside my little car? Here we go. Just open the door. We'll just go on down the road.
Give me a break. I love Mickey though, no doubt.
Loved Mickey after all that. I'm gonna
I do.
Disney has a lot of money.
Yeah. Hey, you don't mess with the mouse, literally.
Disneyland.
The mouse has the money. The mouse owns Star Wars and also Lucasfilm. So what else does he own? And also Marvel. So the mouse has money.
Jim Henson Corporation now.
Oh my God, really?
It's insane, dude. It's insane.
Yeah. I work for them. Yeah.
So Lucas Thornton, they own Lucas Thornton now.
Oh, definitely. My soul.
Until you put a knee on, Mickey.
Oh, this just in. Disney now owns Matt's Big Dream. We are now.
Oh, you're Disney affiliated. Wow, that's impressive.
I sold my channel to Disney. Yeah. So
what did you sell it for?
So Steven Spielberg will be taking over. I'm out of here. They fired me.
It's freaking raining out here now. God, we talked about this a while ago. We don't need the rain right now, okay?
We talked about this a while ago. I want to see that on a T-shirt. God.
Yeah, God, we talked.
God, comma. We talked about this a while ago. That's
Dude, it's totally raining out here. It sucks. Look at this. Look at the sky. Look at that crap.
Oh, dude.
Hell, you should have seen it at 3 o'clock this morning.
Was it coming down?
Hey, you get lake effects up there, don't you, Josh?
Oh, man, it was coming down. I could have swore if I wasn't in inland, I would have thought it was a typhoon hitting land, buddy. It was bad.
Dude, that's insane, man.
So how far are you from, like, Lake Michigan, Indiana Dunes?
Lake Michigan, I think I'm roughly about an hour south, hour and a half. If anybody knows where Fort Wayne is, I'm 30 minutes north of Fort Wayne.
Okay. I know exactly where that's at. I've been thinking about hitting up the Indiana Dunes and the Lake Michigan beaches and stuff and taking my drone out there. I know Indiana Dunes is a state park, can't fly there, but there's a lot of places nearby you can go check out the beach. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Lake Michigan is a freshwater ocean. It is straight an ocean. Now you got to go probably right now, middle of summer. You're going to be in some cold water.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It probably doesn't get super hot, and it probably is only a short window that you can actually swim in the water and stuff. But it's white sandy beaches, water as far as the eye can see, like an ocean.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful up there.
Yeah. I have a buddy.
I'll tell you, another good place is Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. They got what's called the locks. It's where the big container ships come and transfer from lake to lake. You actually watch the boats lift and lower.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's right there by the Canadian line. So they do like reenactments with the cannon towers on the Canadian side and U.S. side and everything.
Oh, wow. Dude, I'd love to come see that. Come take the drone up there and film that. And
that would be amazing drone show right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, man. Is it what is it like once a year, or it's like some you gotta like an event?
I'm not too sure. The last I was there, I was probably 11, and I'm going on 36. So
been a while.
Oh yeah.
Now, it'd be cool to go up and check out Lake Michigan for sure. I have a buddy that's been going up there with his girlfriend a couple times this summer and posting pictures. I'm like, man, I got to get up there. Every year I say I'm going to get up there. But for me, it's about a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
I can get to Louisville in an hour and a half. But, go down to Kentucky. But if I want to go up north, it's a drive.
What's the South Dakota?
South Dakota?
Yeah.
Too far for me to know.
I went to North Dakota about 2 weeks ago, and it's 1,100 miles to where we went.
It's 1,100 miles to North Dakota. It's pretty far.
Yeah,
beautiful day.
We're straight above you. I mean, we're closer to New York than we are to North Dakota.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like from Josh, how close is it to you, bro? You're just in.
How close is what from me?
South Dakota.
Oh wow, that's quite a drive, bud.
Okay. Because we're going up there on Tuesday. We're going to fly up there from Nashville. We're shooting a wedding in South Dakota. And I looked at the thing, and from here, it's quite a drive.
Yeah, see, I'm on the Ohio side of the state.
Okay, so you're not far from, like, probably Sandusky and...
Sandusky takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there.
Okay. Nice.
That's why we hit Cedar Point about every other summer.
But don't.
Oh, do you?
Don't. Are you? Would you grow up there? Was you born and raised up there?
Yeah.
Because you sound like you could be from the South. Not bad. Just a slight twang to your voice. And I don't mean to be offensive like that at all. I just assumed you were from Southern.
No, I'm a natural hillbilly.
I always assumed, and I don't know a lot of people from up there, but I always assumed that they talked more like Wisconsin people, don't you know?
They're kind of along your big city sound, but I just spent the past 13 years living down in Terre Haute, and everybody down there sounds backwood.
Yeah.
I love that. Love that a lot.
Yeah.
My wife makes fun of me because when we first got together, I didn't sound like this. So I blame her.
You adapted the slang. Okay. No, I totally get that. I've accidentally done that. You be around people too much, start talking like them.
Oh, yeah. I went out to Texas to see my brother, and I was only out there for about 8 months. And I come back, and everybody Everybody could have swore I was born and raised out there.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I was born in Texas.
Yeah, my brother lives in Kilgore.
Okay, I'm from San Antonio, so.
Oh, nice.
I've never been up.
Yeah,
When I was growing up, my uncle lived in Wichita Falls, way up by Oklahoma, and just barely in Texas. And we'd go down there in the summertime sometimes and stay with him. Loved it down there.
Huge sky down there, man. Me and my dad went to see my birthplace back in 2012 when Alabama played Michigan in that game. We got tickets to it, and Dad was like, "Yeah, we're going to drive from San Antonio to Dallas to go watch the game." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll hop in a skip." Yeah, freaking right. You know how far that is? San Antonio to freaking Dallas. It's like you're driving from like Alabama to South Dakota or something. I swear. Holy crap! That was like 6 hours to 5 or whatever. Out of 5 or 6 hours. I was like, man, this is all my dad rented like a SS Camaro, you know, it was yellow, and we were big pimping and all that good stuff. But like, dude, that's a drive, man.
I tell you, one of the coolest places I ever been, and if you guys haven't been there, I strongly suggest it. It's Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hershey candy bars.
Yeah.
That is their like #1 office right there. As soon as you hit the town, that's all you smell is chocolate. And that's how they know the tourists from the people that live there, because the tourists walk around with their nose up in the air.
Oh, it's so cool.
You can actually,
beautiful smell, man.
Oh yeah, you can actually take tours of the Hershey plant, all kinds of stuff.
That sounds exciting. I'm about to get my tail up there, because you know that's where the Oneaters are from too. You know.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
See, I bought.
We just got
when I went there, I walked through the gift shop deal, and they had what was it, like a 3 or 5 gallon jug of Hershey syrup, like a big Hershey's jug. Oh yeah, dude, we sucked on that thing for almost a year and a half.
That's awesome, dude.
Got a comment from Places to Go Travel. Says, "Hey Matt, hope you're doing good. It's the weekend, yeah. Hey guys, Places to Go Travel. If you guys don't know them, go subscribe. They just their latest video put me in it. They put me in their latest video. Thanks guys for doing that, by the way.
That's awesome.
And
anyways, hey Matt, I'm gonna have to leave. I think she's hungry. I think Noble's hungry.
Okay.
But it's been a pleasure.
Hey dude, I appreciate you joining and chatting with us. It's always fun, man.
Hey, you guys are awesome. And hey, this is Josh.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, it's a pleasure to meet you, Josh. I hope our
you
paths
too,
cross one day. Y'all have a great weekend, man.
All right, everybody, go subscribe to Lucas Thornton on YouTube and comment on.
You'll see no videos.
Comment on all his videos that he does have and tell him to post more.
See you guys.
All right, you still posting, Josh? I haven't seen you in a while on there, but I may not be getting the notifications. You still posting?
It's been a few weeks. I've been working my rear off, pulling long hour weeks and stuff. But hey,
I know how that is, man. I know last time I was watching you, you were still working on getting a new job. So it sounds like working out, you working hours, getting that money, right?
Oh yeah, I think like 2 or 3 days after my last video, I actually landed this job at the trailer factory, and my first week paycheck, I was kind of like, what is this? Because your base pay is only $9 an hour.
Okay.
But where you make the money is your piece rate bonus. Because I make like Jayco, Starcraft, them type of pull behind fifth wheel campers and stuff. That's what I built.
Those all over. Every time I go to Shelbyville, I travel for work, and anytime I go to Shelbyville, I see about 50 Jaycos. And I don't know where they're coming from. There's a dealer down there or something, but I take notice.
Now, their main office is actually who I applied through to work for the sister company of Starcraft.
Nice, nice.
Just to give you a rough idea, my last paycheck was a 50-hour check, and I brought home almost $1,500.
Wow, dude.
Kudos.
Nice, man.
That was after insurance and child support and tax and all that stuff. So I was actually quite impressed.
Yeah, dude. If you can make money like that, and you know, even if it cuts into your YouTube time, how can you say no? Right.
Right. I mean, especially being.
I've done it a lot, man. I've had to give up on for a few weeks and just break it in. You know what I mean?
All right, I'll be back at 15, 20.
All right. Oh, dude, I can't hear you no more.
What happened?
Oh, there it goes. Started to come back.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay. I must have my finger over the microphone.
Oh, dude, I've done that.
No, ever since my children have been born, it's been one of the things where it's paycheck to paycheck, you know, struggling just to have gas money for work. And my cousin, and it's weird, I got this job solely off the fact that my grandpa had died, and this is the first I had talked to my cousin in like 2 years.
Wow.
And he told me about it, and I went and applied with it. And the first, like my second or third check, I went to the ATM on Friday morning before I went to work, and I had to do like 3 printouts, ship myself, check my pulse. I mean, I was impressed because I made in a week what I made in a month on all my other jobs.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm really happy for you, dude. I'm hoping things are getting turned around for you. You seem like a real good guy, and I know bad things happen to good people. You know what I mean? Falling hard times. I've been there myself, man, and I feel you. And so it sounds like things are turning around. I love it. I love to see it.
I'm glad for it. I mean, if it takes me, you know, kind of tearing myself down more to make sure that my children and my wife got a happy, hey, I'm all for it, you know?
Dude, I know what you mean. That's how I was raised, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. I was definitely raised. There is no handouts. You earn it or you don't deserve it, you know?
Exactly, man. That's how I was mostly lived with my dad when I was growing up. My parents split up when I was second grade, and I grew up mostly living with my dad, and he was like that. You know, he wouldn't take nothing, no kind of handout. It didn't matter what it was. He was too proud for that. So
right. And see, I lived with my mom majority of my life till I was like 13, and then me and some buddies, we were out spray painting, and the women that worked at the library called the cops and said that we were threatening because we were spray painting by their building. They were scared to go out and go home. Man, there was like 20 of us, so I can kind of understand that, you know. But at that point, that's when I moved in with my dad, which he was a bad alcoholic. His drug of choice was cocaine, so he was more involved in himself, you know. And that lasted probably 4 or 5 weeks. And he came home drunk, passed out, fell through the door. I drug him in the house and tried to get him awake. He wouldn't wake up. I'd had enough at that point. At that point, I think I was about 13 and a half, 14, you know, and I picked him up. I started beating on him like a grown man, just trying to beat sense into him, you know, to see that his child is here. I love him. That's my father, you know, but it just didn't work. So I ended up moving in with my grandparents, his parents, and stayed with them until I was 18. And then moved back here and kind of did my own thing, you know, kind of like chasing women and drinking beer more than I did anything else. Kind of come back to bite me in the ass, but in the same token, that's kind of made me who I am today, you know, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. And, you know, I think that kind of life will make you a good person, will make you tough, will make you learn how to, you know, appreciate having a good life and a good life for your family, your kids, because, you know, if you don't have it, and I was lucky enough to have it, you know, my dad didn't drink. My dad doesn't drink. My dad never did any kind of drugs. He smoked cigarettes, and that's the worst he's ever done. He's a real good guy, hardworking guy, and I got lucky. I got lucky to be raised by a dad like that, because I know so many people that didn't have that, you know, and, you know, I was almost spoiled with that. And when I was 17 is when my oldest daughter was born, because I was out hanging out, partying, you know, whatever. Life's easy. Life's great, you know. And I think that, you know, becoming a dad at that young age saved me. You know, it took me off the path of, you know, doing whatever I want. I need to take care of a family. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, hopefully everybody has that wake-up call sooner or later, but you got to answer that wake-up call. Step up to
right.
it, you know?
Right. And see, that's like with me. I have 2 children with my current wife, and then I had an older son from a previous relationship that was, I don't call him a mistake, but I call the relationship a mistake. It never should have happened. You know, it was one of them things like, oh, hey, what's up? She kind of never went home. I never went home. And then poof, she was pregnant with my son. Well, shortly after, they'd popped me for some probation violations, and I was actually in jail when he was born.
Man.
So I never really had that beginning bond with him. And then when I'd gotten out, I had to get away from the alcohol and stuff up here, so I moved down south. And it was one of them things, she didn't like the fact that I wasn't underneath her thumb, so she kind of held him from me.
Yeah.
So his bond is really thin, you know, but I love him. He's my kid, but he's to that age now to where it's all about the friends and running around and stuff like that. So I told him, you know, bud, I've been gone for so long, you know, I'd talk to him when I could. I'd seen him when I could, you know, but living in Terre Haute from here is a 4-hour drive. And paycheck to paycheck on minimum wage, you can't make that trip a whole lot. And I'm trying to get him to understand that, because she's filled his head with hatred. You know, I don't love him. I didn't come see him because I loved my other two more. Well, I've forced him to come with me for weekends. And I think he's starting to see that that's not what she was making it out to be, you know. But it's just one of those things that I was young. I think I was 20 or 21 when he was born. But I was so engulfed in myself and in the alcohol and the drugs that I didn't care.
Yeah.
And once I got locked up and sobered up, then it started hitting me a little bit. And when I moved, my wife moved me down south with her to get me away from all the friends, you know, that's when I started realizing that life's not a party anymore. You need to start doing something with yourself. You need to start building that nest up, because before long, you're going to be in trouble. And that before long came within 9 months when my wife got pregnant with our daughter. And that's what changed me. Watching the birth of her and almost watched the birth of my son. He was an emergency C-section, about killed the both of them. But, you know, just those two situations right there kind of clicked something. And it was one of them things where it's like, now's the time. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. And I can honestly say my daughter just turned 12, and it's been 12 and a half years since any drugs. I've gotten to the point to where if I go to a bar or to a party now, I'll maybe 1 or 2 beers in a 4-hour period, you know, and that's unusual for me, because I was a fifth and about a half a case of guy within an hour.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's definitely amazing how children can bring the softness out of a hardened man, you know?
Yeah. And I think a lot of what it is, you know, especially like you were saying, you see your kids born or whatever, you realize that I'm all they got, you know, I'm responsible for this. You know what I mean? I created a life that didn't ask to be here. And now I'm going to try to do whatever I can to make their life good, you know, to make sure they had better than I did, you know.
Yes,
so
sir.
No Travel commented by the way and said, I'm off to bed. Good night, guys. Have a good weekend. Hey, thanks so much, Places to Go Travel. And my brother said, he just commented in here and said, this MF is still live. And he's right. I've been going almost 2 hours, so I really got to end this. Look, when my wife comes in here and starts cleaning and stuff, she's like, you're done, son.
Shutting it down. Shutting it down.
Well, I tell you what, bud, my wife just showed up with food. Been a pleasure talking to you. I hope to see you again.
For sure.
If you don't hear from me, I'm still here, bud. I'm still here. I'm just busy, man, doing the family thing and the work thing, you know.
I know how it is, man. I'm happy to hear you're doing well, and I'll see you soon. We'll check in.
All right, appreciate it, bud.
All right, and everybody, thanks for joining in. Guys, go subscribe to Josh's channel. He commented earlier, his name is Josh Carey. Go back on the chat if you have to and click on his name. Great guy. A lot of fun, and he's really new to YouTube, so give him some love, show him some support, and we'll see all you guys later. Peace.